It would bring women home, and not in secret. It would ask me to cook for them. I remember one clearly, Fidelia, his favorite. She lived with us for a week. I was pregnant, but I still had to wake up early, boil our bath water, cook our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At night, I'll lie in the next room hearing them making love. Hi, welcome to Life Stories with Pussy. If you see this video this evening, that's Sunday evening, then no. But I recorded this video this morning on my way to church. I just felt to myself like I needed to record the video. If not, I wouldn't have anything to upload this evening. So it's going to be really fast. Luckily for me, it's not a story that requires cancel per se. It's a story of a woman and a journey. She's been through a very rough patch, and she's come through. It's a journey of survival, of resilience, and it's a journey of coming through, becoming someone, becoming the woman that she's supposed to be. So she shares that story with us, and I felt like it was a good story to tell. And because it's the month of March and it's the month of the women, we're celebrating women, I think it's a very good story for women, you know, to learn from. It's a very good story because women need to take their lives into their hands. We are not preaching femininity, we're just saying to you that you need to know what you carry as a woman, and you need to make sure that you shine forth. You need to break barriers. You need to be a better person, because look, if you're a better person for you, you can be a better person in your marriage. You can be a better parent. You can be a better worker. You can be a better child. You can be a better sister to your siblings. So I just feel like it is a very good story for women who need to come to their home, who need to start the journey of becoming them. You get? That's the reason why I will take this story today. It's been written to me a long time ago. I had backlog of stories, but I chose this one for this purpose because, like I said, we're still in the month of March. So let me quickly go into the story. So come along with me and let's dive into the story. The person did not give her name, but I mean, she just shared a story that was quite compelling and very beautiful story. I love the story. I love the way the story ended. So let's start before I keep on talking, because like I said, I need to go to church. She goes, "Hello, Busola." When somebody calls me my full name, I know the person is probably older and the person doesn't want to call Busi my nickname, but it's fine. Busola is my name, so it's fine. So Busi, Busola, anyone will call me, I'm fine. Okay, so she goes, "I found your channel last week, and since then I've watched nearly 20 videos, and I'm definitely watching more. Thank you very much. You probably already know this, but what you do is so therapeutic, so healing." Wow. Wow. I want to believe so. "I just felt led to share my story, especially for women, to remind them of their power, and that it's never too late to change the rhythm of your life." There's a saying from an Igbo proverb I love: "Whenever you wake up is your morning." But I'm going to add, but don't wait too long. And when you wake up, give it your best shot. I agree. That particular Igbo proverb, I used to see it in Genevieve magazine then when Mrs. Betty Rabo, there was something she used to write, morning dews, and she used to say that thing, whenever you wake up is your morning. And it was one of the things that helped me and pushed me to say, look, it doesn't really matter when you start something, just give it your best shot. So I agree with that. Growing up for me was a long winding story. I was orphaned at 15 and ended up living with my mother's cousin. That in itself was another chapter. I was maltreated and constantly reminded that I didn't belong. At 19, I got pregnant by my ex-husband. He denied the pregnancy at first, but later accepted it and took me to his family. That marriage was a nightmare, emotional torture and physical abuse. It would bring women home, and not in secret. It would ask me to cook for them. I remember one clearly, Fidelia, his favorite. She lived with us for a week. I was pregnant, but I still had to wake up early, boil her bath water, cook her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At night, I'll lie in the next room hearing them making love. In the morning, he would loudly hail her, calling her a horse. He gave me no money. I had to fend for myself and the children by selling food in the market. I dared not ask him for help. He would beat me if I ever even hinted that we needed money for food. But God sent me an angel, a woman named Ebu. She used to buy food from me at the market whenever she comes to the market. One day, she requested that I make her my special sauce in a bowl and bring it to the market the next week. And she brought more customers for me after that. Through Ebon, my little business grew. I moved from the market to a stall at the university campus from where I started doing home deliveries. Then one day I came home and he told me that he was marrying the woman he truly loved, not the one who tracked him into marriage with pregnancy. I accepted my fate. I had my children and poured myself into my business. The smartest thing I ever did, I never told him how well my business was doing. I lived simply, dressed modestly, and made sure the children had the basics, especially their school fees. He never paid. They kept sending them home. I couldn't bear it, so I stepped up. One of my customers invited me to cook her meals for the month. I usually do that, cook for her and put it inside the freezer, especially soups. While I was there, her sister, married to a politician, tasted my food and insisted that I come cook for her too. She paid for my flight ticket to the state where she was. I cooked for her even though she had a chef. Our wealthy friends tasted my soups and also wanted me to cook for them. They paid well, very well. Being around those women changed me. Watching their lives made me realize that I deserved more. After one of those trips where I went to cook for the politician's wife and her friends, I got back home. They were doing a naming ceremony for the new wife's baby in our compound. She didn't live with us, but my husband claimed that he had to do the naming ceremony of his child in his compound. I sat down there and watched. At a point, they handed me the baby and they asked me to swear that no harm would come to the baby. I did. A month later, I found a place, I packed and moved. Eventually found where I lived and came to insult me. When he saw my living standard, he said all my success came from sleeping with men during my travels, that he didn't want a woman climbed by many men. Still, I focused on my business, on myself, and on my children. Sometimes I'll take them to visit him so they wouldn't grow up without a father. On one of those visits, I brought the children in the car that I had just bought. And right in front of them, he said that they were not his children. He said that I should return them to their real father and that I should never come to his house again. My son was 7, my daughter was 5. Eventually, I moved to a bigger town. God blessed me even more. I focused on my peace. I rejected every man that came my way. I had made a vow, never again. In 2018, he came back to apologize. I told him that the apology wasn't for me. It was for the children. He said he wanted to resume being my husband. I told him I never had a husband, just a living baby daddy. But I thanked him for the roof that he gave us until I left. My daughter still checks on him and has a relationship with him. My son doesn't. He doesn't even want to hear his name. I pray God touches his heart because I forgave his father a long time ago. In 2019, I got married to a widower, a good, kind man. And it's the most beautiful love I've ever experienced. I've never been loved like this before. I am loved, truly loved. I thank God every day. To round it up, she says, so To every woman listening, don't settle. Don't stay where you are not respected. Don't think you have no choice. You are powerful. You can rise. You can rebuild. You deserve joy. Your morning will come. And when it does, give it your best shot. Thank you again for what you do. Wow, I love the story and I love the way that it ended. I love the fact that she's not even bitter or anything. It's like she's just moved past it. She's found a place of rest. She does not even bother herself any longer. Like she's forgiven the man and she's moved on to better things. And this is so beautiful for women out there to know that you can breathe. You can live to live sincerely. You can live to build. You can live to just have a better life. Don't die in silence. Don't think that you don't have any choice. Don't think that nothing good will come out of it. No, you can be a better person. And I just love the story. I wish I could just continue and keep on talking. But like I said, I need to go to church. But guys, what do you think about this story? How do you feel about this story? I feel so good. Like it's a beautiful story. A beginning that wasn't so great, but you know, the ending part looking very good, and I just love it. I need to go to church, guys. What do you think about this story? I'll come back and be in the comment section later in the evening. So next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busala Jelly Davids. Bye.